weekday right here on Governor's Comedy Club Radio. I'm on Governor's Comedy Club Radio. Ba-dum, boom, boom, boom. I'm on Governor's Comedy Club Radio with Danielle Asher. Oh, can you imagine it froze at that point?
It's definitely possible. I think you might want to record that song so everybody could use it. That was,
I'm on Governor's
not the Danielle
Comedy
Asher
Club
part.
Radio. I don't know how to record it.
Not everybody
What do
has.
you mean? I've recorded. How would I record it?
I don't know. Maybe go into a studio, make it the theme song.
I'm on Governor's Comedy Club Radio. I'm sure they will eventually. Let's see. I don't see us.
I don't see us.
I see us.
We
I
are on!
Yes!
Success! Thanks, Mike O'Toole.
Great success. Great success,
Right.
Mike O'Toole.
Now this is going to throw off my whole day. Because
Why?
Because
Why?
it worked. We're used to having failure. Not failure with the
that's
show,
not nice.
failure with getting on at 11, and we did it.
Oh, every time we did it on, I just felt like quoting Han Solo. Be like, it's not my fault. It's not my fault.
We did everything we could. Good morning,
me that-
Jeff Bosey. Thank you for being our first watcher. Well, actually, maybe not. There's a couple other people. You're very singy today.
He's the first one that popped up. Well, I'm losing my mind.
Why are you losing your mind, Mr. Shevland?
As I told you pre-show.
Yeah, but they don't know that, so we can pretend it's the first time we're having the conversation.
Oh.
So, Mr. Shevland, why are you losing your mind today?
Because it's hot as balls in my house.
And why is that?
Because my central air conditioning crapped out. So I am waiting for my technician to come, and once he's here, it'll cost me some money, but I'll be cool again. Right now, it's 80 degrees in the house. I'm looking at the thermostat. It's 80 degrees. Last night, as we went to bed, it was 84.
Oh, no.
It's just hot as heck in this house, and it's always hot in this house. The only one that's ever cold is Danielle. I'm cold. Meanwhile, we're all walking around in shorts and t-shirts and sweating, and she's turning the heat on. It's just hot. They put a second roof on this house because they put an addition on. So whoever had the house before us put an addition on, and instead of taking the one roof off after they put the second roof on, they just left the old roof and put the second roof on. So now I have two roofs, and it's hot, and this house holds heat.
So you're cooking in there is basically what...
Yeah, I'm sweating. It's good during the summer, which, we don't use as much oil because we have oil. Yeah, oil heat? Yeah, we have oil heat. So we don't use enough oil. I mean, we don't use a lot of oil in it. See, I can't even think. My brain is frying.
Well, this is going to be some show today, then.
Oh, my God. You don't even know.
You drinking a Slurpee over there?
So, no, I do. I keep the when the boys liked wrestling, they wanted all those Slurpee cups.
Oh, I see.
I just keep those cups because I like to drink big glasses of water. I hate that little glass of water, like a regular glass, and then I got to go fill it up like 5 times. So I just get the big glass. So last night, I'm like, boys, the AC's broken. We're gonna have to just suffer through tonight. Guy's coming in the morning. Guy came this morning. Said it was the board, and he was going to replace the board, no problem. Then he said, you know what, I'm going to test this other thing too, just in case. And he said, it's the motor too. I can't replace just the board, I need to replace the motor. And then he said, well, the motor's not in stock, so you're going to have to wait till Friday. And I was like, oh no. I immediately got on my phone and looked up my WeatherBug app, and I said, oh, it's going to be hot. But then he called back. He texted back. He said, there's a motor. Do you want it? I said, he goes, but it's $30 more than I already told you. I said, I don't care. Bring it. So he's coming. He's on his way back soon. So
So maybe when he comes back, you can like take the computer and follow him around, and we could watch how he does it.
right,
I mean, that
right,
would definitely
right.
be like very exciting for our viewers, for sure.
Yes. Now, first world problems, Jeff says. Now, this is where I was telling Danielle earlier, the pre-show, and then she's like, "I think we should start. It's 11:01."
Yes, Eric wanted to stay and talk to me about the world and life before getting on the show.
And I did say, Danielle, what did I say? I like to put things in what?
In your pants?
Oh, I can't even believe you don't listen to me. I like to put things in perspective, right?
In perspective. I thought pants was a better answer.
Son of a bitch.
Well, you do put things in your pants.
I do. I put my wiener. I put my butt.
And today they're sweaty.
And when the guy did show up this morning, I was on my bidet, and the window was open in the bathroom, so it sounded like I was peeing like a horse. I got to tell you that.
That's a great part of the story.
Got to tell you that part. So I like to put things in perspective. I'm like, you know what? We have soldiers in Afghanistan, soldiers in the Middle East, all over the place. And they're sleeping in 120-degree weather, in full gear, not complaining, this, that. So I'm like, I could suffer through one night, right?
It's true. You can.
It's true. Guess who couldn't suffer through one night? My two kids, who I may send into the military anyway because of this.
Why don't you send one into the military and one into the Peace Corps and see what happens?
Oh, I know which one I'll send where. I'll send Matthew to the military.
Oh, really? I thought it was going to be the other way around.
No, believe it or not, Nicholas does have a big heart. He just hides it well. Kind of like somebody else right now.
Was that a reflection of yourself? You didn't mean me, right?
Yes, you. I mean you.
I hide my heart.
So, Nicholas doesn't have a ceiling fan in his room, so I'm like, just sleep in your brother's room on the floor, or Matthew's got a full-size bed. I'm like, sleep on the bed. And Matt's like, I'm not letting him sleep on my bed. I'm like, guys, don't start. Just figure it out. Let him sleep in here. It's hot. And then it starts. I hear one get up, then I hear the other one get up. Then I hear one get up, then I hear the other one get up. I get it, now I get up. What are you doing? Matthew keeps shutting the ceiling fan off because he doesn't like the noise. Nicholas keeps turning it on because he's hot as hell. I'm like, guys, knock it off.
Why didn't Matthew just go in Nicholas's room and Nicholas stay in Matthew's room?
That's what I suggested, but Matthew said, I'm not giving him my bed. See, Matthew can be mean, believe it or not. He can be mean sometimes.
That kid.
That lasted till about 1:30 in the morning until I lost my shit. Now, in between that, I have the dog panting because she's hot. And she's walking back and forth from the back room to our bedroom, from the back room to our bedroom.
And for those of you that don't know, Eric has a giant German Shepherd, so this isn't like a little tiny dog being like, do-do-do-do-do.
Yes. So, Rob wants to know, wasn't it cooler in the basement? Yes, it is cooler in the basement, much cooler. I have a finished basement. But Nicholas saw a bug down there last night, and he's like, I'm not going to sleep down there. He's like, there's a bug. I go, it's a little tiny beetle. It's not going to bother you. No way, I'm not sleeping down there. I'm like, oh, God. Can you imagine these kids in the military? Can you imagine them in the Peace Corps?
Or the Peace Corps? No.
Building a bug in a house in a bug-infested forest?
No. Do they like camping? I'm guessing no.
No, I'm not a big camper either.
That does not surprise me at all.
Andy says I let out a light grunt when I used the bidet. Wow, dude, we had working AC in the U.S. Air Force. Yeah, see, yeah, but if they're in the Army or the Marines and they have to sit in their sleep in a bunker in Afghanistan in the desert in the sand with no pillows, no comfort.
It's a rough life.
So then she jumps on me at 1:30 in the morning to let her, and she starts licking me and so I have to get up.
You're talking about Danielle, right?
Yeah, I'm talking about Danielle.
Okay.
Well, I couldn't really tell until I woke up a little bit because they're both just as hairy. So, I mean, she is Italian.
Yeah.
So we I shut the alarm off. I'm like stunned. I go to the back door, and she stands out on the step, and I'm like, go to the bathroom. So then she goes and does this, and then she comes back in. But it was hot in here, and she's wearing a fur coat. So she was back and forth keeping me up. White people problems, says Donald Davidson. Yeah, that's exactly what we were saying. It's first world problems. I don't know about white people problems. I think...
well, you're a white person, and it's your problem, so it's all good.
It is true. But I think if anybody's AC breaks,
yes.
it's going to be a problem.
I think that would be true, especially when you're used to it.
Yes, the dog is hot. That's an emergency. Yeah, I know, and I was concerned about her, but but she seems to be doing okay. But she's panting a lot. But we've got her ice water out, and so we're trying to keep her as cool as possible. Plus, it's cooler outside than it is in the house, so I let her out. But then she cries to come back in.
Does Sunny go in the pool?
No, she won't go in the pool either. We tried to get her to go. She won't go in the
Leo
water.
won't either. Leo hates it.
Yeah, I don't know why, but she doesn't like the water. Plus, she doesn't look cute when she's wet because she has so much hair. She's not like a cute little dog.
She doesn't look cute.
Yeah.
Don't wet shame your dog.
It's all about
like that talk.
Oh, my AC guy's back. I gotta let you handle the show.
Oh my god! So I just have to say, for anyone that's tuning in that knows me, and you're tuning in from my Facebook page, like in other words, like not Gov's Radio regulars. This show, I am not talking about politics or the situation going on in the world. This show is meant to be a little more lighthearted. I mean, we do sometimes, but just so you know, because I've seen a couple names pop up. But Gov's Radio and our show Ashland today with Eric Shevlin and myself, we're going to keep it kind of light because we are having constant conversations about everything else going on. So, just wanted to say that for anyone that's waiting for me to say something about the situation of the world. You're back. Was it the guy with the motor?
It is the guy with the motor and the board.
Oh my goodness. Hero. I can't believe these problems are going to be over by the time the show's over. Then we don't even need to watch, no one needs to watch the show because it's like it didn't even happen.
I know. Like, Jay, you're my hero.
Linda, I agree with you. I don't want to hear Andy's spider stories. Me and spiders, no. Nope. No, thank you. What? I'm not a spider fan. Nope.
You're not a spider fan, man?
Nope.
You're not a Spider-Man fan?
I like Spider-Man.
Oh, you like Spider-Man? Oh, but him you like, but the where he gets his powers from you don't like.
Well, I mean, I don't want them near me or crawling on me or sucking my blood because I'm convinced that that's what spiders do is suck blood.
The dog heard you talking about it. No, the guy came and she tries to kill. Go lay down. She's stressed. She's just a baby.
Ugh, spiders. It's gross.
So, yeah.
Well, I'm glad that your problem will be solved soon.
Yes, hopefully.
But you do have a pool, so you could just wait around all day in the pool.
Yeah, but that's, then what if the neighbors see?
What if the neighbors see? Don't you go in the pool normally? And they might see? In the pool.
They'd be like, oh, there's a fat, bloated body. Yeah,
my mom just said she sees that the cards have been updated on the mantle. I'm assuming that was not Danielle's birthday, that was Matthew's birthday?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, she said she didn't want her cards up for some reason. I'm like, all right, whatever. I don't even know where my cards. She's the keeper of the cards. I don't keep the cards. Yeah, but this is still my 50 balloon because his 16 balloon is in the window. But I think we have to start taking the balloons down now, too. What's today? June?
Today is June 10th, Phase 2 reopening day, and also...
Yes, Phase 2. So I don't even know what that means, but Phase 2.
Hair salons and barbershops, that's what I know. Oh, and I think retail stores. But I don't know if anyone watching knows. Can you go into the retail store, or you got to do curbside pickup?
I believe it's curbside.
Like if I want to go get my 5 for $30 panties at my favorite store, do I have to order them and then wait at the curb for my panties to be delivered?
Where do you get panties 5 for $30 from?
From a store.
Victoria's Secret? Something like that. Are they closing Victoria's Secret or just some of them?
I have no idea.
I heard they were closing. Oh, and they canceled Cops.
Yes, they did. And they postponed or put on hiatus your show that you like.
I know. Oh, I like Cops too. But Cops has been on for 30 years. That's a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but and it used to be on what? It used to be on Fox.
I have no idea. I've never watched those shows.
That
ever.
was on like.
Ew, my mother. I'm not reading that comment. You would have to read it. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but it made me want to throw up in my mouth a little bit.
What? Most spiders?
No, read it closely. It doesn't say most.
Oh, moist.
Yeah, her and Jeff were having an exchange on Facebook using that disgusting, vulgar word.
Moist, 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 moist.
Ew.
Why? What is wrong with the word moist?
Ew, just... No.
How do you like your cupcakes? Moist.
No, I like them not dry and tasty.
Moist. Damn it.
Stop saying it.
Why?
God, hair appointments only, yes. Hair appointments only.
No, I thought it was like certain limited like retail, like Bed Bath & Beyond now you can pick up curbside and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's definitely, there is some kind of retail something or other happening.
Yeah. But I think they're going to accelerate the phases too. Like,
yeah, they already started talking about phase 3, but I don't know what that means either.
Well, I think it's like, I think, what's her name? The whoever that runs Nassau County sent the letter to the governor saying, can we please let the kids go outside and play, like, you know, play baseball and stuff like that, you know. So I think they're Bad Boys, says Donald Davidson. Yeah, they canceled it. I love that show. Well, Cops not so much, because Cops was always predictable, because it was free. It was, you know, you knew something was always going to happen.
Well, and I know people that have been actors on Cops, so I don't understand. Is it all reenactment?
Not that I'm aware of.
Because I don't think you're like, correct me if I'm wrong, but for the actors that have been part of Cops, I don't think they're like allowed to put it on their resume because it's supposed to be real and it's not.
Oh, I don't know.
And it's not always. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, that was the thing about Cops. Like, you always knew something was going to happen because it's like, okay, look at here, what happened in Vegas, and they just sent you that clip, so they wouldn't put something on that nothing happened. Where Live PD, it's like Live PD better because it's fun. Moist people are okay with it. Oh boy, I never get the moist problem. They are just.
That's why I'm listening to you talk about your show, but that's why I'm shaking my head because I'm watching the comments.
Without moistness, a towelette would be merely a towel. It's true. See? No,
there's another wet nap. Wet nap, Ken.
Oh, good one. You're right. Wet nap.
Excuse you. Bringing out the feistiness in me again. Wet nap.
That's because Ashland started.
That's right. Let's
when it was
keep
Big Chat, you were all like, "Oh, butterflies and roses," and now it's Ashland, and you're like, "What's up? What now?"
Yeah, that's right. So, what was I just going to ask you? Damn it! It went right out of my head. Never mind.
Why? Are you hot too?
I mean,
I meant.
No, fortunately, my air conditioning is working. It's like Andy Platanos was listening to our conversation earlier.
I know, he said this cancel culture has gotten out of hand. I don't think Cops was canceled necessarily because of that. Maybe that was their excuse.
I did watch CBS this morning, and yes.
Yeah, listen, I think that was their excuse to get out of it.
Yeah, because it was like
on for 30 years.
That's
like I said,
Cops, that's how I took it. That right, like that was probably on its way out anyway, but then they wanted to make a statement. Yeah.
Right, because if that was the case, then Live PD would be gone. But Live PD the ratings are ridiculous for A&E, so they're not gonna. But Cops was on Fox, and then it went to another channel, then another channel, and then I think finally, I think it's on like the Paramount Network. It's not, it's not as. It used to be on like Saturday nights.
I think you're right that it was like
Mondays
Fox.
At 10:30.
Right, it was like a regular prime kind of show for long, when it started. But the other one, apparently they were caught. Live PD was apparently caught up in the murder of a man, and that's why it's been put on hiatus.
What, Live PD?
Yeah, that they were at the scene of at a scene where a man was murdered. He was telling the cops that he had congestive heart failure, and they kept tasing him. Javier something. But yeah, it was not something I meant to see this morning, and unfortunately did.
Well, like I said, I don't judge because I don't do the job, so I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
You know how many,
no.
You know how many people say, "Oh, all of a sudden they get the handcuffs on." They're like, my wrist, my shoulder, my knee, my heart, my this, my that. Everybody has an excuse once they get caught, and they hear it, 20 times a day. And listen, it is what it is. Hopefully something good comes out of this. That's all.
Andy's trying to push us to have conversations I don't want to have.
They skipped over defunding and went straight to canceling. Yeah, but that's cops. That's the show. It's okay. Like I said, it wasn't as good anymore. Once you had Live PD, then it was like, cops kind of sucks.
Jeff, that word, I still don't want to say it, but that word doesn't have the same effect on me. It's the hard T at the end. That's my problem.
Moisda. What if we change it to Moisda?
That's okay.
Just not moist.
Yeah.
It's the T. Why the T?
I don't know. Oh, well, I do know. It was an experience when I was 15, and this really disgusting, grody guy explaining an experience he had with one of my best friends that I never needed to hear. And it just scarred me for life.
Oh, really? Oh, sorry. No, is this true what Rob Shapiro said? HBO just took Gone with the Wind out of their library until context can be added for viewers? Is that true?
I don't even know what that means. No, I can't speak to it. I don't know anything about it.
Gone with the Wind is during the Civil War when there was slavery and it happened in the South. And
I don't. But that doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know if anyone else knows anything about it. Let us know. I don't know anything about that.
But I do agree the cancel culture is getting out of hand. I was telling Danielle also I watched The Flash on the CW, and they just fired a character from the show because he put up some kind of insensitive tweets 8 years ago. And I don't necessarily agree with it. I said things 8 years ago that I wouldn't say today, and I'd say things today that I probably won't say 8 years from now.
Was he was already famous, or like at least like a well-known actor?
He was on the show for, I don't know, 4 years or so. Maybe.
When he made the comment.
No. He made it before he was on the show.
I have a lot of mixed feelings about stuff like that because I feel like
Will.
Yeah, hey Will Sharon. I like that little $sign there. I feel like I wouldn't want to be judged for stuff I said in my past too because we all grow and learn and change and but I don't know. It could be challenging for me sometimes. I like stay neutral in those situations a lot of times because I'm like...
Yeah, that I won't say neutral about because I just don't like it. I don't agree with it. Like I said, 20 years ago I said things I would never say now. And I was being insensitive and crude and just for the sake of trying to get a laugh. I wouldn't do it now. So people grow, people change. And, years ago was,
Well, for me, it's about, continued behavior, ongoing patterns, like that kind of stuff. Right. I want to...
That didn't seem to be the case in this situation. So, like, what do you do? Get fired from a job because you did drugs 8 years ago? Like, oh, yeah, I smoked a joint 8 years ago. Oh, well, you're fired. Come on.
Robert, it's not that I don't trust your information. I just don't know. And I don't know you, but I trust you, I suppose.
Oh, Rob's a flaming liberal. Not even just a liberal, a flaming.
Oh, he's a flaming oh, good.
Andy said it all started when they canceled Friends. That's true. I think the whole downward trend is when Joey picked Pacey over Dawson. That's when this whole downward trend started in this culture, in this society. That's true.
I'm sorry, what was that? I was reading Linda's comment.
Not even paying attention to me anymore.
I just want to be back in the studio. That way you can be like, what are you listening to? Like, hit me on the arm, be like, hello.
I said, I think this whole downturn on our society started when Joey picked Pacey over Dawson. And that's where I think, really.
You just got really low. That's why I'm
I'm
moving in.
When Joey picked Pacey over Dawson.
Well, now that I know that's what you said, I have something to say about that. That was like the first major turning of the world. Because that's
what I'm saying.
I'm a big Pacey girl. I am. Big time Pacey girl. Listen, blonde, you only like Dawson because like you see yourself in him.
Pacey blows.
I hope so. Pacey is the best. I even like went to go see him on Broadway when he was in a show because it was so good. Because he's so good.
Greg D. Flip, I smoked a joint 8 minutes ago.
I hope it made you feel good, Greg.
Yeah, I don't know. I just find it very silly. I don't know. I just find it very silly.
Andy Plugeno, slipping into the subjects is your fault. You started it, sorta.
It's your fault.
So last night, I'm changing it right now. Last night, Jeff and Rich on No Rhyme, No Reason. Are you hot or something?
How red I am.
You are pretty red. Oh, speaking of red, I'm gonna keep going all over. So if anyone sees these stripes that I have, expect this for the next 4 months.
Why? Because that's how you suntan?
Why? It's gotten worse. It used to just be one line, now it's two. At like 150.
I don't know. My dad's 80. He still has a full head of hair.
So you're not going to go bald unless you choose to go bald.
I don't think so. Yeah, I'm not going to choose to go bald. You know how white my head would be? I'd look like a Q-tip. Oh my God. And then it would burn. I'd look like a Q-tip with a red booger. So this will be the red booger part, and this would be the Q-tip part if I shaved my head. No way. I could never.
Not like your brother.
No, he came over. For Nick's for Matt's birthday with his stupid hair. This is ridiculous. I'm gonna do this.
I can't even talk about anything else because you're just too hot.
I'm gonna do the show topless.
Pacey was Charlie in Mighty Ducks movies. That's right, he was.
That's
Pacey
true.
rules.
We have to give him that. Why did you like Pacey better than Dawson?
Oh my God, I love Pacey. I still literally to this day love him. And I can rewatch episodes of Dawson's Creek just for Pacey. Still, at 43 years old, I'm cool with that.
Dude, he was a dick. He was the worst.
Why was he a dick? He was funny. He was I don't know. He really understood Joey.
Ugh.
Why did you like Dawson? Whiny, annoying Dawson. God, he was the worst. Seriously, if characters I would like to erase from life, Dawson. Whiny, annoying Dawson. Dawson was so annoying. I wouldn't like Dawson if we were the last two people on Earth.
Really?
Yeah.
No,
Pacey all day.
Pacey all day? Anyway, so we're talking about Dawson's Creek.
Yesterday, Tony and Sallie talked about Rocky for 40 minutes. The whole Rocky series with Rick, so we could talk about Dawson's Creek.
Yeah, Rick had said he was going to watch Rocky 4, and then Tony went off, that's the worst one of ever, I hate Rocky 4. It's stupid. And listen, 1 and 2 were the best, 3 was pretty good, the rest of them can just go scratch.
Oh, Danny's here. Hey, Danny. Hey. He wants you to do the show in a coffin.
I'm gonna, soon, because it's hot. Greg says now I look like a bald bull sack because he lost his hair. So he had a full head of hair until he had kids.
I've never so much as 1 minute of Dawson's Creek, and really, this is super chick chatty. Yes, I would agree. Listen, Andy, it's important that people hold on to their roots, and that's what we're doing here.
Speaking of shows, let's get up to date.
All right, good. I like it.
Ozark.
Love Ozark.
One episode left. I have of season 3.
Ooh.
And I heard it's a great episode.
It is. Oh, Linda Parmley, I know you're going to chime in on this one.
Now,
Linda, don't tell him he hasn't seen it.
Wendy just left Ben at the diner.
Wasn't that? What did you think of that?
I called it. I called it. I said she's gonna Lenny this guy from Of Mice and Men. Mm-hmm. I thought she was gonna take care of it herself, but I don't know. They didn't show what happened, so now I'm kind of wondering if Ben slips this guy and gets away and wreaks a little bit more havoc in the season. Exactly what happens in the last episode, so that I can predict everything in it. And wow, Danielle, she's like, I can't believe you knew that. I don't know.
So overall, you've really liked Ozark?
Yeah, we really. I think it only took us like 2 weeks to watch it, to binge watch it.
It's
the
good.
30 episodes. Maybe even less. Maybe even a week and a half. I'm not even sure. But we were watching 2 to 3 episodes a day. We were.
I know. I'm trying to remember if we talked about it. You and I talked about it last week.
No, I don't think we did. I think
week before.
Last week we were on just starting season. Actually, Friday. I think we were just starting season 3. So between Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, we watched 3 episodes a day, late, and I didn't want to stay up that late. Eric needs to talk about his period, says Danny. That Dawson's Creek dude fell off the cliff. He should have been on more. Chick Chat didn't disappear, became part of Ashland. There you go. I won't. She is horrible. Hate her.
Because I told her not to spoil. Because Linda has her own view, which is not a view I've heard of from anyone else, about how Ozark ends. And
she hates
what?
Who does she hate? Wendy?
I think that would be the person she hates. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Well, Laura Linney is not a. Laura Linney is a good actress. Don't get me wrong. Hey, why do they call actresses actors now? When did that start?
I have no idea.
Yeah, they started calling actresses actors now.
Where did you hear that?
Just I think on the what do you call it? The on actor. What?
I don't know about that.
I figured you would know, but all right, I guess not.
I don't know.
Rob Shapiro looked it up. How could she do that? He was the character with the most redeeming quality. No, I think the character with the most redeeming qualities is Ruthie. I like Ruthie.
Ruthie is my favorite.
You know who I hate? I hate Charlotte. She's so annoying.
Wait, which one's Charlotte? Is that the
daughter?
Oh, the daughter? Yes, I don't really like Charlotte. I do love the son though.
Oh, Jonah? Yeah, I like him.
I love Jonah. And what about Linda just said that. What about the old lady?
Oh, I hate her.
Wasn't that the grossest scene?
I kept what's her name? Mrs. Snell. What's her first name?
Darlene.
Darlene. So I kept. So of course we all hate Darlene. Danielle and I hate Darlene. So I'm like, okay, it's one thing to have to watch them kiss. It was another thing to have a whole scene. Oh, God, it was atrocious. Jeff Bosey, I have the same question. Taz has been kind of MIA. I've been very sad about that. Yeah, well, it's the summer.
What does that mean?
She takes the summer off.
From us?
From everybody.
You don't know that.
I do know that.
You and Taz are tight?
Like that. No, I don't know. I'll find out. I'll send her a message. I don't care. Donna Mara's watching. Don't disparaging him? Who? Don't disparaging who?
I don't know.
A long time ago, everyone is an actor. I don't remember that.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Meryl Streep and Jodie Foster started it, according to Linda. Danny, you gotta watch Ozark. It's great. They're all called actors because they all have balls.
So Eric, if someone had to play you in a movie, who would it be?
Sean Astin.
All right. I bet my mom's gonna say James Corden because she thinks that you're like him.
I'm like James Corden.
You know,
I'm not.
Didn't she do like a side-by-side once of the two of you?
Yeah, but I got Sean Astin a lot more.
So Sean Astin is good. I've gotten Sandra Bullock, but she doesn't have boobs. Who would play me? Oh, I've also got Penelope Cruz, which I think is ridiculous. I don't know how you take beauty like that and compare me. That's silly.
A little bit of that. I see a little bit of that now that you say it. Go ahead.
I don't know. That's all I got. But I don't know if I agree with any of those things. Oh, well, last year my friend told me, this wasn't about who would play me, but she was convinced that I look like Joe from A Facts of Life. And I thought that was like...
Joe was my favorite.
So that's why you like me so much.
Joe was my favorite Facts of Life. She was hot. She was tough.
I mean, I liked Joe, but I don't think I look or act like Joe. Maybe a little more Joe on Ashland.
Joe? I don't know if you look like her. What, Nancy McKeon, right?
Yeah, right.
No, I don't think you look like her. I don't think you act like her either. I don't know where
I'm more like Punky Brewster, if anyone.
I did like Joe. Danny said I would play Eric. Linda probably said the brother. Listen, Wendy, going back to this now, Laura Linney, as an actress, I don't know,
that's
or
right,
an actor or performer, right. She's never really played that likable character. She's always been that kind of like... Yeah,
she plays that character that makes you like...
She plays that cold, conniving...
Did you ever see Love Actually?
Yes.
Like, even in Love Actually, you were like so... like at angst with her decision, like, because remember she chose her brother over that having a night with that guy. That was her whole thing. But it was like a really hard to watch like moment.
Yeah.
No.
The Truman Show.
Yeah, I don't totally.
She was Truman's wife in the Truman Show, so she.
Yeah, I can envision it, but it's just been a long time since I've seen it.
Yeah, that's a great movie. Both good choice, James and Sean, says Linda. And no, you don't look like Joe, she says. But Joe was my favorite. And then Tootie.
Joe was my favorite too, but I don't think I'm anything like her visually or personality-wise.
And then Tootie.
Tootie, I liked extra because she had roller skates and braces.
Oh, I just liked her because she had big boobies.
She was a child. Ew.
No, when she got bigger.
Tootie was a baby.
So was I when the show was on.
But now, what you just did was a little creepy. But yeah, maybe back then it would have been a little more like 7th grade.
Yeah, but listen, that's how old I was when the show was on. I was a kid too.
Yeah,
they're probably older than me.
Yeah, probably. Or
most of them. I don't know if Tootie was. And then Blair. Oh, Blair. I'd rather bang Mindy. What's her name?
Really?
What was her name?
Mindy. That was her name, Mindy.
Was it Mindy?
The other girl, Tootie's best friend, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
That one. And then Blair. Blair's a pain in the ass. Well, no. Then Mrs. What was her name? Mrs. Garrett. Then Blair.
Mrs. Garrett. Mrs. Garrett first.
Joe, Tootie, Mindy, Mrs. Garrett, Blair. Blair was so annoying. She was annoying.
I think that was about Love Actually.
Oh, okay.
And that she didn't have her brother offed.
Janie said actors are all nerds. Everyone on the big screen we made fun of them in high school, same with politicians. He's not wrong.
Well, I'm a nerd, so I get it. I'm okay with that.
So, anyway, I talked a lot. What do you got going?
I got nothing. Phase two.
Nothing.
What do
nothing this week for you, with you?
Not stuff that anyone's gonna find entertaining. Well, I did a show Sunday night, and that was fun. And I've been getting a lot of viewers watching me sing. Yes. So that's been fun.
And you went to a thing?
I did. I did go to a protest on Thursday.
You want to say the word? I didn't know if you wanted to talk about it.
It is what it is.
But you said you wouldn't go to one on Lounge. So why did you
I wasn't going to. What happened was when the crazy shit happened in Merrick, and I live in Merrick. Now, I don't have a lot of, pride for, where I live all the time. But for some reason, I was like very upset to see just all the craziness that happened.
What happened? I don't know what happened.
A group
I
of
watched the news.
a group of people that are likely not one of them from Merrick. Not to say that there aren't people like that in Merrick, because I'm sure there are. But a group of people that likes to antagonize protesters came out. There was a small group of protesters at like Trader Joe's, and then these people came and were like telling them to go west and go back to Freeport, and they blocked the way so that they couldn't walk east on Merrick Road, and the cops had to get involved and like kind of de-escalate the situation and ask the people that were being peaceful to not march because they just were trying to like break it all down. So then immediately people started organizing a counter protest to what had happened to say like not in Merrick. So the news reported 4,000, which means it was somewhere between 4,000 and 6,000 people came out on that Thursday to walk Sunrise Highway, and then we went up through side streets, went down Merrick Road, and it was it was incredible. It was really I actually did a video about my experience because I wanted people to know that it was peaceful and that it was it was peaceful in the sense that there were nothing. People at that point were still talking about bricks. They were talking about fighting and this and that, and I wanted people to know that it wasn't like that. So I did a video that actually got 3,300 views. People wanting to know what I thought.
Was it like the War Council in West Side Story?
The what?
Was it like the War Council in West Side Story?
I don't.
Bricks, knives, guns, bottles.
Yeah,
What's the matter? Big tough.
Right now, West Side Story. I'll watch.
No, I love West Side Story. Why? I still like it.
I'm like one of the only musical theater people that doesn't love West Side Story. I don't dislike it, but I don't love it.
That's one of my favorites.
Yep.
Danny said Eric wants to make out with Cousin Jerry on the Facts of Life. All right, so we have to revise it. Remember Cousin Jerry?
Yeah, what about him?
On the Facts of Life?
I feel like I do.
She was the one with...
Oh, it was a woman? Oh, then I'm thinking of someone else.
She was the one with... I have multiple sclerosis in my head, but that's not it.
While you're thinking that, Danny, you're speaking of the wrong person when you say, what am I going to do for change?
Let's fix things. Cousin Jerry was the one... What was the thing that Jerry Lewis raised for? With money?
Oh my God, I know, and it went right out of my head when you said it. Jerry Lewis.
I think that's what she had.
Oh, then I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, but we got to change things now. So it goes Joe to...
What about George Clooney? Do you throw him in the list?
Oh, yeah, he wasn't. No, just the girls.
Why not?
Make your list then.
George Clooney, 1.
Right.
Who else? What am I... Oh, you want me to do the women? I mean, yeah, okay. George, Tootie, Joe. Do I have to do the other ones? Mrs. Garrett, Blair.
Where's Cousin Jerry and Mindy?
Oh, I forgot about them.
Yeah, exactly.
Mindy would go before Mrs. Garrett, and Jerry would go after Mrs. Garrett.
Well, Clooney would be at the bottom. I forgot he was on that. Why was he on that?
He worked in like... Oh, no, he was like the maintenance man or something. I don't totally remember.
I barely remember that. What's the deal with multiple sclerosis?
Was that what it was? No, it wasn't MS. It was muscular dystrophy? No.
Yes. Oh,
well, Linda's saying MS, but I don't know.
No, it's not MS. It was muscular dystrophy. That's what I think Jerry had. It's me.
Aw.
Well, she's a comedian. She's still working today. She was on Deadwood, and she was just on something else, much more recent than Deadwood.
Excellent.
I forgot. She's a comedian. I forgot her name. Anyway. All right, so go ahead. You went to the...
That's it. So, yeah. So, I don't know. I did that. And,
There was no bricks?
No bricks.
No guns?
There are bricks at the bottom of my stairs.
No knife? Did you take any with you?
I did. I had a backpack full of bricks just in case.
But that was just for exercise, right? No,
Of course, I wanted to walk 5 miles with a backpack full of bricks.
I'm saying. Well, they don't walk with them. That's why people leave pallets around.
Oh, to like leave them. I see. Yeah, no, I was just doing some commentary and taking videos to show people what was really going on.
Yes.
That's all. Linda is still stuck on. Oh, I don't know about how long the delay is. Well, we didn't talk about West Side Story that long, so she's just on a.
No.
She's just on a thing.
Oh, I'm not answering that, but yes,
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think she did.
Of course she did.
Yeah, she wasn't new school. She was
Speaking
old school.
of-
She was broke.
When does like European Wax Center open? Is that part of phase 2?
I don't know why.
I'm just saying.
Why are you asking?
My gray, I'm not ready to get rid of. I'm debating if I should keep it. But
Oh,
my
so you're gonna look like Rogue.
rogue?
Rogue. Oh, you know what? You're not a nerd.
I-
You don't even know who Rogue is.
There's a lot of things I don't know.
Rogue from the X-Men. She's the one with the.
Oh, I just
Right,
don't
right.
remember names.
So ridiculous. You're not a nerd.
I disagree. I might just be a different kind of nerd. I don't watch Star Trek, but I like Star Wars. But don't ask me to talk detail, because I can't speak that much detail. It's just not who I
I'm not
am.
a big Star Trek fan either. I know people. I like Star Wars better, but you know,
Yeah, I'm a Star Wars girl myself.
probably people get mad. They're like Star Trek, Star Wars. Who cares? You can like both. Leave me alone.
Labor Day Telethon for MD. Yes, exactly. I used to watch it all the time.
Everybody did, and now he's dead.
Aw.
It's not on anymore. All right. What else we got? Jay, you almost done? I'm gonna have to go and pay him.
Well, look, we're only a few minutes from the end of the show. I mean, I should mention, every day we have been reminding everyone that Gov's comedy clubs are getting ready to reopen.
Yes.
So that's exciting, and that's happening as we enter into the new phases. We're getting closer. And let's say quarantine life today at 2. It might be Tom Galati, but I'm not 100% sure. But I miss Tom. Tom hasn't been on lately, so I'm hoping it's Tom.
Tom Galati, the hottie.
Tom Galati. That's good. Eric, that's good. Tom, if you're watching, mute us for a second. So, yeah. So, while Eric is muting us, hopscotch. What is it? You didn't mute yourself. We can hear you. Don't talk shit about us because we can hear you. What the heck is that thing called? Hopscotch Bottle Shop in Deer Park. Go get your craft brews. And Teespring, don't forget, you want to get your mugs or t-shirts. Ken Pichelle was on. Oh, there's Ken Pichelle. Look at that. Ken Pichelle, you were on Pasusu the other day showing off your t-shirt from Gov's Radio. It was very exciting. Oh, and Three's Company is on tonight with Bonnie and Mandy. So we're moving along. Back tomorrow with Sallie and Tony.
Yep. And then, let's see, Thursday is Tony and...
Oh, Limo Talk is on late at night.
No, but Soul Space isn't on. So it's always something, like check out Rich Rader's post. There's always something good to watch right here on Gov's Radio. And Danielle, sing the song.
Sing what song?
The Governor's Radio song.
You did it.
I'm on Governor's Comedy Club Radio. Boom, boom, boom. I'm on Governor's Comedy Club Radio. Boom, boom, boom. Go ahead.
I didn't know how the song went. I forgot it already. That's my brain.
Really? You'll do better than now that you know. Do it.
You know, don't you miss DJD Love? Remember you used to write those lovely poems for him?
Yes, I'm gonna have to write more for him if and when we ever get back to the studio.
I know. I hope it happens one day.
I don't think it will.
A DJD Love reunion.
No, I think we're always going to be remote from now on. I think this is it. This is it. There's no going back.
There's no going back. I am stuck in these 4 walls.
We're in COVID forever.
Oh my God, don't even say it. Well, my dear, I think we're at the end of our show. Good luck with your heating and cooling problems. And thank you to all of our wonderful viewers for watching our very random conversation today.
Yes, thank you.
You need to bring us some wacky stories.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about wacky stories. Yeah, well, I think you'll be...
All right. Well, I hope you get less sweaty soon. And
Thank you.
to all of our viewers, thank you so much for watching. Feel free to send us those wacky stories